Do you want me to tell you the truth?
I'm listening.
As a politician, I'm not happy. I wanted outright removal of the governor. As a politician, I'm not happy. But for the interest of the state, the president did the right thing.
As a lawyer?
No, I'm coming. Already the matter is in court. But people must say the truth. The governor was gone. He was gone. Yes, he was gone. So when people say, President did this, I say, look, if that's where they should be worshiping, they should be worshiping Mr. President. Every morning go to the president, can we wash your feet for serving us? How? Mind you, Supreme Court has said no money can go to local government when it's not democratically elected. Mind you, Supreme Court has said nobody will go to the state without appropriation. In that situation, there was crisis. All institutions will be shut down. Health will be crisis. Education will be crisis. It is not in my place to make it good for the governor.
What about your state?
That's what I'm saying as a politician. It is not in my place to make the governor to be happy. It's not me. My business is not to make him comfortable. And that's what does power play.
It's part of the role you play.
Now, the point I'm trying to make, Mr. President came in and saved the situation, saved Rivers people of that calamity, of that anarchy.
Oh, so you know it was going to cause calamity if the governor was impeached?
What calamity? That the governor is removed? Was it a coup? The Constitution provides that if there's an infraction of the Constitution, that you can be impeached. I don't know people who are working towards today for the president not to go back for second term. Is it a crime? If they have their way to impeach Mr. President in National Assembly, would they do it? You think that they are comfortable to stop to 2 years? Who told you that? I never told anybody that I'm a pastor or a imam. It's a power game. But then the people must face the reality. The governor cannot think that, this and that, if governor is removed, this will happen. What will happen?
Yes, but I've asked you
that. So the point I'm making is that President saved the situation. And that's what they didn't understand when Attorney General said that they should even thank Mr. President for serving them.
A lot of people have accused Mr. President as bias, saying that you would have been suspended.
Yes. Suspended for doing
what?
Yes,
that you are suspended
as
a
leg
minister.
of the problem. Also one leg of the problem.
Listen now, we're not listening. What's the problem? I don't know cause a problem for president.
And you secreted.
Hold on. Are you not hearing coalition? What's the essence of coalition? To make sure the president does not return. Are they making president to sleep every day? Has anybody killed anybody? Is president holding his hand to say, he doesn't want to be now. He's also working by delivering the dividend of democracy to the best of his ability. He's not going to sleep. Mr. President has a good relationship with the National Assembly. For Christ's sake.
You actually
hold on. You see, I have told you here, governance is not about awarding contracts. It's not only about awarding contracts. Governance is not only about inspecting project, commissioning project. Your capacity, ability to navigate is key. If as a governor, you have crisis, you don't know how to navigate, to put your people in check to make sure you are calm, your governance is going through. I suffered it. The powers that be at the national level didn't want me to survive. Did I go to church to cry? Did I go to mosque to cry? I came back. I sat down. I said, listen, we have problem. How do we do? We have to navigate this. How do I navigate it? Okay, right. Let me finish. So that give people the opportunity to hear from us. So this attitude of the governor, if it's removed out of the crisis, the Constitution provided for it.
But
And therefore, you must also be careful. The kind of infraction. Look at what Supreme Court said. Am I the one? That you are ruling as a despot.
but right now,
Hold on. That there's no government. The only thing that makes governance democracy is legislature. Under the military, you have executive, you have judiciary, but there will be no legislature. So what makes it democracy is the legislature. When legislature is not there, there's no democracy. And you came down without any qualms. You went to an arm of government that's a symbol of democracy, brought it down to rule as a despot. Supreme Court said so, white and black. What are people talking about? Nobody wants to say, look, this thing you did was right. You sat down out of 32 members of a constituency, of 32 constituencies. You sat down. You are taking 3 people to make law. And you say the people have defected. By your own math, it lies in your own math. Defection is by you. The governor said, look, it is by me. Anything I say, how they will be, that's how they will be. Who does that in this world? Who does that? And
You said by his own mouth, but we saw them waving flags of the APC.
Oh, define defection. Supreme Court defined defection constitutionally and politically. I want you to go and read the judgment.
So,
Now, let me tell you so that it's good to educate the public. Yes, I can say we have defected. But it depends for the speaker to hit the hammer, to declare the seat vacant. Until that happens, you cannot say the session has been completed.
The speaker who himself was
the speaker
defected.
himself was part of the
Too bad, assuming. You see, that's what
you're a lawyer.
No, hold on now. Too bad. That's why the speaker said politically and constitutionally. Constitutionally that becomes when you are defeated, defected. You see, I don't know people who have been defending at the National Assembly. It suits the speaker. It suits the Senate president. Have they declared their seat vacant? They have not. But when it does not suit them, they hit the gavel. We have declared our seat vacant. And it is only then you can say defection has taken place.
But
It does not lie on you.
Yes, Your
to
Excellency.
say, I wave flag.
Yes.
The Constitution does not say, if I wave flag of another party. Okay, now that the governor of Delta, the governor of Akwa Ibom, said they will support the president. They were defected. Is that the constitutional position of a defection?
Your Excellency, but let's look at the state of play now.
Yes,
State of
now you talk about the NBA.
Yeah.
About the budget. Let me tell you, I've told you, people should thank Mr. President. That me as a politician, selfishly, I'm not happy. I say so. But President did what he did for the interest of the state. The House of Assembly members were not happy. And that's why I had to go to London to speak to them. To say, listen, I agree. You are doing a constitutional role. I agree. But look at it on a border.
but Your Excellency,
Let me finish
let
now.
me-
Look at it
get
in a
with
broader way. No crisis, no salary, nothing will happen. The state will go down.
Yes. So
And so, on that basis, I like it.
So-
Now, you said NBA. It's unfortunate. How would NBA say it's unconstitutional when you collect that gift? What is it?
no, they're not connected. They are
No, they are.
two
Listen,
separate
why not
issues.
hold on?
Yes.
That's why I tell the people, when the Board of Ventures came to see me, he was there. And I told them, what is it? When Justice Leafield gave judgment about local government, NBA came out and condemned the judgment of Justice Leafield. Without reading the judgment,
They made comments without reading a judgment?
Yes, which has never happened, yes. Now, the president declares of emergency. He now says, oh, it's not concerned. Now, until everybody now knew why you were doing what you were doing, that the state gives you a gift of 300 million naira. A gift that was not appropriated. There was no appropriation. You took MPA. You took 300 million naira and said it's a gift.
They solicited for help, and you are a member of the MBA yourself, and you have supported the MBA yourself.
So hold on. In my budget, I put grant. In my budget, I put grant. I'm allowed by law. It has been appropriated. In this case, there was no appropriation. And for MBA to take an illegal gift, assuming that this thing didn't come up now, did you know that they took gifts?
Are you suggesting that the stance of the MBA was influenced
of course
by the gift that they had received?
Are you not aware? Is it hidden? Everybody has seen it.
No, they're two separate things.
No, they are not two. Let me tell you. And I can tell you how the money came about. It came through some area, senior advocate of Nigeria, who is close to the chairman of the MBA. That's how they offered MBA that they are going to host the annual general conference in Port Harcourt.
Will you support the MBA to return the 300 million naira?
What do you mean by support?
It's being a member.
Because a lot of people are saying they should return the money. They have said it was only a gift,
and
you don't return the gift.
A gift to who?
To the MBA, which you are a member of.
There are some gifts that will kill you.
Okay.
This gift, let me tell you, this gift is too bad. Let me tell you, see, that's why you have to be careful in certain things you do. Remember, and take ourselves back. If this solar administrator does not bring peace in the place, does not set up democratic structures, remember, the moment the 6 months is over, you fall back to Supreme Court judgment. Today, they're getting their money because a state of emergency has been declared. Ordinarily, if a state of emergency was not declared, money won't go to the state. Money won't go to the local government.
Isn't that hypocritical? Money is flowing to the hands of the state and the local government under an administration that is not democratic.
Listen to what I said now. That's the point I'm trying to make. What's hypocritical about it?
Because the administration is not democratic.
No, but who made it to be democratic?
It's a sole administrator.
No. The government has already collapsed. Supreme Court has given judgment that there's no government. And therefore, there's no appropriation. And you cannot spend money without an appropriation. There's no local government. Who will take the money? Who preside over the money? Emergency route ordinarily is an aberration. However, because the Constitution recognizes that a situation like this may come up, that the president has power to do what he did. In order to say, okay, for the time being, let us have some peace. But in having that peace, civil servants must be paid. In having that peace, institutions must be ranked. You cannot say civil servants should not be paid, schools should not go on, hospitals should not go on. How about?
Minister, you have made reference to the governors of Delta and Akwa Ibom saying that the president
No, those are I made reference. Yeah, friend, ask question.
I understand.
So that you quote me well. And so because tomorrow night say, I said, thank you for what you have said. Even from that angle alone, does it not tell you? That's what I mean.
Okay, so they have said that they're going to be supporting the president for good governance. Do you really think the president is governing well? When you think about what is happening nationally.
What is happening?
So for instance,
Yes.
only recently, and you made reference to the fact that there's nothing that governors are doing now that you also do not have powers as Minister of the FCT to do.
No, what I'm saying, the point I'm saying, is so that we understand it well. What I'm saying, as a governor of a state, a lot of people think that you can direct, you can have influence in the voting pattern. That's the point I'm trying to make. But me too, as a minister of FCT, I also have such a influence. That's the point I'm trying to to make. Because, take for example, what's the say their council? I can go to Ahmad. I said, listen, why you should vote for this man? See what we did here. See what we did here. See what we did here. I can go to Gwagwarada. See why you should not vote for this man. Vote for this man. See what I did. You told me you wanted this. You told me you wanted this. Have I done it? Yes. I can go to Buhari, and this man would not likely to be the man. You told me you wanted left. You wanted right. You wanted front. You wanted back. Have I done it? Yes. I can go to Kwali. I came here. I asked you this question. What do you want? You say you want this, you want it. Have I done it? Yes. I can go to Abaji. I came to you. You told me you want this. You told me you want this. Have I done it? Yes. Why would they not believe me? If government is on performance.
Okay, so that is taken, I mean, your clarification is taken in terms of where you're talking about power as influence. Yes. Recently, the Governors Forum paid a visit to their counterparts in Plateau State over the killings that have happened in the state. Over 100 people have been murdered in the last 2 weeks. Benue State is also witnessing the same thing. And people have started asking questions as to where the president stands on these issues.
Okay, let me tell you
even where he is.
Let me tell you. Remember, when I became governor, people were saying rivers of blood. Remember, you were carrying channels, rivers of blood. This happened. This one, I owe it a duty as a governor of a state that security is paramount. I put in everything I have, whatever resources the state has, to provide security. This attitude of everybody, president. Yes, president is the commander-in-chief. However, you are in charge. As far as state is concerned.
So in clear terms, those governors have responsibility. In clear terms, those governors have a higher degree of responsibility.
That's what I'm saying. Take for example, when people say federal high road, who are those using it? The people of your state. Now how do I see it? Because it's a federal high road, highway. The road is bad. Assuming the government at the federal level is not with me, will you go and tell, you know, that I can do this road now is a federal level? Who want to listen to that? You have to find any way to fix that road, to make governance easy for your people. I said I was a governor. I had no relationship with the federal government. I had no relationship with the federal government. I mean, when people are just talking.
Honorable Minister, I still remember clearly.
You abandon responsibility.
Honorable
and
Minister.
And you said, mind you,
yeah,
this killing in Plateau, in Benue, it has been a recurrent decimal.
But shouldn't it stop under an APC-led federal government? Because you promised security to Nigerians.
No, let me tell you. The president is doing everything he could do to support the security agencies, support the state, to reduce the level of insecurity. Remember, in Abuja, when we came, it was a terrible thing, right? Yes. It was a terrible thing. People were saying insecurity. I said, listen, I owe a duty. Mr. President has given me this delegation. He has delegated his powers to me. He has appointed me. He has confidence in me. I therefore owe the residents of Abuja that I should be able to provide some level of security where people can. I'm not saying I will totally eliminate insecurity. Nowhere in this world. Nowhere in this world. Just yesterday morning or today, they were shooting in a Florida university. I don't know whether you're talking about them. People died. That is at the level where you can say, with the technology and this and that. But that does not mean that insecurity pervades in Florida. You can have one or two occasions. Yes, we agree.
So share some of the successes you had with Governor Mutfwang, who's your party member, Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutfwang. Share some of the successes you've had in Abuja.
My father told me this. If you are your son, you have headache. He didn't come to tell me you have headache. How will you know you have headache? If you want, see, they want to call peer review mechanism. These days, I don't understand what people do by, we go to a forum. There must be peer review mechanism. Look, what's happening? How are you doing it? Right? How do you go about it? There's nothing wrong in learning. But here, it even causes, oh, every day, why is it the one showing that is doing infrastructure? That becomes a problem for you too. It becomes a problem. Instead of somebody to say, look, how are you doing this? Yeah, IGR, I speak to you today. How much are we getting from federal government? With all due respect, how much are we getting? If federal government gets 800 billion in a month, they give us 1%. 1% is 8 billion. 8 billion. So where would I get the money to do this infrastructure? So I have to fall back. I have to be aggressive. It doesn't matter whether you like it or not.
Honorable
I said,
Minister.
listen, taxes. You, if you don't pay this, I revoke this.
Honorable Minister.
But they accuse you of land grabbing. I said to hell.
But we can.
I'm going to do this. I need the money to carry out
Honorable Minister,
yes.
Just to follow up on that issue, because you talked about, how governors need to take responsibility, because that's what I seem to glean from that. I do know that while you're governor, while you also say you're taking responsibility for security in your state, you admitted the limited nature of governors. You once complained about being the chief logistics officer.
Yes. Let me tell you now, because politics was brought into security. What happened in my state? I had a minister that was the grade A minister with the federal government. They wanted to make my state ungovernable. I had 12 commissioners of police in 3 months. Now I have to sit back. What do I do to survive this?
Honorable Minister.
So I have to go back and replan the security architecture. I now have enemies at the federal level. So nobody saw me in Abuja. I never slept in Abuja. I remained in River State. Even if I come to Abuja, I go back that day.
Honorable Minister, that's a convenient point.
For me.
That's a convenient point to stop you, because we're still going to talk about River State. But we need to go on a quick break now. And of course, when we come back on from that break, you'll be meeting Mr. Infrastructure in the FCT. But before you meet that Mr. Infrastructure, we'll talk a little bit about River State.